Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Terrapins will get the first crack on offense today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. It's long. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Completion makes it second and short. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And the Terrapins come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. The Terrapins will bring their punt team onto the field. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. The Buckeyes offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The pass is intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive battle. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead,
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Fights off the defender. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they have had over the years.
Second down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble now. Hits into space at the 50. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. They attack the deep middle of this defense, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. So with pull-out pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone, and the defense come up with a stop this time. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The back's got it.
It's at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. The short completion to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Trying to extend the play. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Obvious false start there, moving too early.
False start offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field.
Disruptive impact play.
How about that? Little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there.
On third down. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. The Terrapins will send the punt team onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end.
Completion makes it second and medium. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but a big gain. Puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Big takeaway. Now we're taking a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. That's good execution of the pitch and catch to pick up the first down there. Nice conversion.
Yeah, really nice conversion here. To me, the route is what separated this play. The fact that he's able to get to this point downfield, and by the time he turned around, that ball is on him. So nice route and nice hands there to be able to pick up the first down.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Throws to the tight end. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on 1st down. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Fresh setter downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 45 now. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That ball snagged for a completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Terrapins looking to run some tempo here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. To snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Terrapins bring their punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Stevens. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game. They keep it right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the 1st down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds his man. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. We come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
Here comes Buckeye offense onto the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave it.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And they will try out the field goal team here. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And it's blocked. The kick was low. The defense has got it. It's still a live ball. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He's escaping the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Offense operating from the pistol. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. We'll try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying for a 4th down completion. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game,
deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And now they'll run it on the draw. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game. And
the kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. It's picked up. It's a live ball here. The defense has it. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. It was a foot race, and he won it. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Gives it to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. The returner is brought down. It's a start with the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Bringing pressure. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. Man is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now here comes the bunch formation. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Extending the play now. Finds room at the 30.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. The Terrapins are in the red zone.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On first down, it's play action. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. 2nd and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it falls incomplete.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Drops back looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing it downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. How you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Here we go on fourth down. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the plus 27. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense get pushed around. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Grab made by the tight end. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. A completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's long. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
He does a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year, He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Rush set it down to the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
He's brought down at the 21.
Okay, ready?
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.